Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avadon 3, the Warborn. We are on our first real quest, real mission. Still kind of tutorial territory, I think. We'll see how much hand-holding there's going to be. Well, okay, speaking of which, I don't actually remember something like this, something quite like this from the previous games. Yeah. Well, okay, there's also some real description text here. There are old frost-rimed bones on the floor in the hall to the north. Human bones. This is already unnerving. I read that in the most terrible way possible. Then some of the bones start to move. They rise slowly from the floor and lurch toward you. You are relieved to know that your time isn't being wasted. These workshops were sealed up for a good reason. Right. Okie doke. We got crumbly bones. Should be easy enough. Yeah, I don't think I need to... Well, I mean, I guess I can... Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Why did I not put this here? I meant to do that. Okay. Let's... cast Daze. That didn't work. On any of them. I did manage to draw all of their attention, though. When you're next to a foe and then move away, your enemy will stop your movement. Yeah. Okay. I know that. If you need to end your turn early... Okay, thanks. I did mean to go here. I don't know how strong her attack is. Well, strong enough to finish off one of them. Oh, look at these damage numbers. So pathetic. Silver necklace. Seems to be all. Keeping an eye out for hidden switches here, or trying to anyway. The presence of undead is a clear indication that some sort of dangerous magic is in place. Your job now is to find the source and remove it. It's probably a good idea to save the game, press a disk button. Yeah, okay. That's not true anymore. Okay, gotcha. There seems to be a lot of loot down here. A dagger, meh. Actually, it's kind of meh. There you can have a belt, whatever that's worth. Right, that's not lootable. Okay. According to the map, I want to go there. So, of course. Wait a second. Is this even? Yeah, that doesn't even open. Of course not. Oh, got more crumbly bones. Okay, why don't you do something like this? You hear squeaking and scuttling nearby. The sounds of smashing bone have drawn other predators out of the ruins. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, police. Oh, they're already here. Well, that's not great. Let's finish off that one then. And try something like this again. Even though... Oh, the rats are actually all dazed. Maybe undead are just generally immune to that kind of thing. Oh, well. Also, rats don't die from a single... From a single casting of Fireball, or not necessarily. One thing that they didn't change, unfortunately, is displaying enemy debuffs and buffs when hitting shift to display their names. That's unfortunate. No, that actually one-shotted. Okay, so it's just a matter of normal damage variance. Fair enough. A broom, no thank you. No. What's this? Just an empty table, huh? Another leather belt. Sure. Leather gloves, I guess she can wear those. And she doesn't have any pants on. Let's change that. Why don't we? Fine tunic. Not useful. Bandages. Yeah. No, I don't know. They were never useful in the previous games. Failed necromancer. I'm gonna take care of that guy real soon. In just a moment, but apparently the game doesn't give me a choice here. Avadon's training is thorough. As soon as you saw the skeletons, you knew that there must be some nearby magic fueling them. You found it. In the middle of this giant circle, not giant, magic circle, there is a withered, frozen body. A shade floats over it. When you get close, the insubstantial figure turns to look at you. It seems perplexed.
My experiment, it is failing. You have disrupted it so long, and I fail. I am hungry.
Nathalie looks at you and gives a world-weary shrug. Mad mage, carnage left behind. Pretty routine. Yeah. I mean, maybe not for my main character here. I don't know how experienced she is as a hand, but for me as a player, and for Nathalie, of course, this is not a big deal. What sort of experiment? Is it important? Not really. You do know you're dead, right?
Dead? How can I be dead? My experiment only just started. You will pay for trying to fool a Hand of Avadon.
The shade floats toward you, arms outstretched. The passage becomes very cold. Huh. Okay, which way? It seems to want to go around this way, so I guess I'm gonna cooperate. Put down this bolt flinger. Oh, also, another thing I noticed is that for some reason the game just started getting really janky frame rate, but it seems to be fixed now. I don't know what was going on there. Some of the spells and skills, even though, or abilities or whatever you want to call them, I guess abilities, yeah, are not exactly the same as they were in the previous game, and also there's some new stuff that I didn't even look at. They seems to be mainly largely the same. I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess the fatigue cost and stuff, and maybe cooldowns, and how long it lasts. Those details might have changed. I don't know those by heart. But this is actually new, even though it does look like it has the same icon as an ability from Avadon 2 and possibly 1. But this is quite different. I think the name is different. For sure, Air Chrysalis. That seems pretty good, actually. For now, I'm gonna end my turn here, and this one is actually no longer charged turrets, but instead it's charged weapons, which affects my character. So that's pretty cool. There. Your attack passes through the shade. Really? Tearing and disrupting the delicate tissue of magic that holds it together. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, it did seem to damage it. The shade wavers angrily.
You fool! I lied. My experiment was a success. Now you face the full might of my powerful wrath.
There are several cauldrons nearby, full of bubbling goop. The slime begins to steam and hiss. Gross figures rise from it. Yep. Okay. Preserved rat. Yeah, that's kind of nasty. Oh, what? That was... Come on. Turret's gonna kill it. Yep. I want to use my double strike. That sounds pretty good. All attacks do double damage. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty straightforward. Does it say that? Yeah. Anyway, your final attack tears the shade in two. Tears the shade in two, I suppose. It howls and feeds... I cannot read today, or speak. It howls and fades away. All that is left are a few disgusting bodies. Another job for Camp Nightshade's custodial crew. You can report back to Cerise. The camp now has a workable workshop. Well, or it will soon have. You wonder why it was suddenly needed. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, okay, it says exactly that. Makes sense. Okay, these rats seem pretty tame. There. Oh, there's at least one more? Wait, what? Hang on a second. Oh, I'm encumbered. That's... I wasn't aware. Okay, well, in that case... Guess I'm gonna do that, huh? 1.2 pounds, 2 pounds, yeah. I only just noticed that it said encumbered there. Which explains why I was having less action points than expected. Anyway, that should be it for this fight. Oh, hello there. Lovely crystal can be sold. Impskin gloves. Those are for you, my dear. I guess these go here for now. I suppose this must be the real body of that unfortunate misled hand. Can we use this? Ah, when you have a runestone, you can combine it with one of your weapons and pieces. Yep. Okay. What's the one I... Oh, that's nice. Nice. That's nice. That I get access to all my party members, even though they're not present currently. In fact, that's actually kind of useful. Iron short sword. Nope. Right, he's a shadow blade. Forget about that. So he does come with a short sword and razor disc, but you can give him these, right? There. Yeah, I suppose I don't really need one extra of these then. Or more of these, most likely. Anyway, what was this? Okay, physical takes 2 more damage. I guess... yeah, I'm gonna find so much more of those. So many more. Right? 2%. Yeah, I mean, that won't even be noticeable, but makes me feel a bit better. There. This doesn't open quite yet. Huh. Wait, was there even anywhere else to go? I guess not. Yeah, I'm just supposed to go back to Cerise. So let's do that. Okie doke. Cerise is down here. Commander Cerise smiles and tries to seem at ease, but even the most hardened soldier fears a Hand of Avadon. Yeah. I get it. I'm pretty terrifying. What is it, Ayali? Do you need help with your guidance? The corner of her mouth twitches slightly. Huh. The pests in the workshop are dead. And I leveled up. Nice. You tell Cerise the tale of your brief adventure. She nods, but she is more nervous than before. Good. Things are moving very quickly. While you were inside, 2 more envoys of Avadon came. She points at a scroll on her desk. It bears the wax seal of Avadon, still unopened. That arrived while with the envoys. I dread opening it. While I prepare, I have more guidance for you. I have more guidance for you. Yes. Specifically, there are new visitors from Avadon. One is a hand, a woman named Kalida. Ah, so I was not wrong. The other is an eye, an old sage named name of Nicodemus. Wow, Nicodemus himself. I didn't expect to see the old guy outside of Avadon. Somewhat disconnected, yeah, that's him alright. All he wanted was to make sure his magical workshop was free of monsters. They asked to meet all hands in the camp. I need a moment to think. Please go see them. What was in that scroll from Avadon? I have not yet opened it. I suspect once I do, my life will be very different. I will read it soon. Where is Kalida? In the camp outside, where you met Nathalie and Botan. Her temper is short and her journey has been long. Also, she seems confused. Just warning you. Where's Nicodemus? He is old and tired from the road, and he wanted only to begin to set up shop in the magical workshop. The one you just disinfected. You will probably find him there. Okay, cool. We got, what? Strength? And something else. Let's actually, I guess, use this opportunity to... or take this opportunity to take a look at stuff. Gain levels, yes. Yeah, okay, that's all pretty self-explanatory, really. Right, okay, so strength is good for not being encumbered. Also melee attacks, which I do. Causes enemy attacks to miss more and to do less damage. Okay, so all enemy attacks. Huh, I guess dexterity is pretty good then. Makes your missile attacks better. Helps you act sooner. Major skill for Tinker Mages. Yeah, I've never really used the grenades in the first or in the previous game, but maybe I should. Toolcraft. I guess I really need to read through all of these a little bit. Right, intelligence makes my turrets more powerful. Right. Huh. And endurance obviously gives more health. Valuable for all characters. Welp. So, in short, I pretty much want all of these. That's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? I really do like turrets, though. Razor Flinger. Or maybe should I try to focus a bit more on active skills for my character? Maybe I should. So I guess I'm gonna go with a strength, dex, some endurance mix. So pretty much the same as the first game. I keep saying the first game, the previous game. I mean, the first game didn't have Tinker Mages. So I guess I'm gonna go with some strength to improve my melee damage, because for the time being I won't have too many of these special skills anyway. So this just makes me better at melee. Then we get acid effect at level 3, and unlock Blade Lash at level 6. So far so well known. Tool use, reduces lockpicks required. What? Disarm a trap with lockpicks? Is that new, or is that... I don't remember that being a thing before. Well, actually, disarming a trap wasn't really ever a thing before. So maybe that's a new mechanic. Charge weapons. Yeah. Okay. So that's probably just going to increase duration, since it seems to be always double damage. Blade training, as I said, pretty good. Yank shot. I never really used this in the previous game. Damages the target and pulls it closer to me. I'd rather pull myself to the enemy usually, I guess. I suppose it depends on the situation. Either could be good. Has a chance of stunning and fires of... what? A net shot. Oh yeah, okay. I see. So, damage and stun at a range. Wrist flinger makes my razor discs better. Chance of ensnaring. Oh, what? Charged shot. Fires a disc charged with magical energy. Does extra damage and sprays a powerful caustic agent on a foe near the target. Okay. And then these grenades. Shock canister. Enchants an area, afflicting all who stand on it. Does damage and makes abilities less effective. Weakens all foes. Covers the region. Acid canister. Deadly acid goo. Okay. Shrapnel grenade. Damages everyone. 10% per level chance of doing critical damage to the main target. Okay. So do I need to target a specific enemy with it? I guess so. And caustic grenade. Isn't that pretty similar to the acid canister? I guess these are more like actual AoE spells, and these are targeted and maybe with a smaller AoE. I wonder if I even want to put any points into turrets for this build then. Maybe not. Toolcraft. Melee attacks more damaging. So that these are both are the same, except after level 3 this will also make missile attacks better. But I really want both of these eventually. Yeah, riposting enemy attacks also pretty nice. Armorcraft, I guess, is also useful. I used to be quite squishy in Avadon 2. And finally turret craft, which I probably don't want to skill at all if I want to focus on battle skills. So okay, anyway. I've spent enough time looking at all this stuff. I guess I'm just gonna go with wait a second. Oh, I could okay. I could unlock a new skill. I suppose I want Yank Shot just to, you know, unlock something new to give me more tools here. So that will pull me to the enemy, also dealing damage. So that's pretty good. Guess I'll save. I'm assuming there's also going to be another option to redistribute my skill points eventually. Oh, also, I wonder if I should level up my party members on camera. Actually, no. Let's talk to Khalida and Nicodemus first. A lot of hands are suddenly showing up at Camp Nightshade. Most of them are young, but this Blade Master is an old campaigner. Her face is starting to show wrinkles and her hair is tinted with grey. She isn't polishing her armor or tending to her weapons. They are piled on the ground near her, adequate but not immaculate. She sits there, sips from a mug, and reads a book. Her eyes flick up to you when you approach. You're Ayali, right? The new shining face. I'm Khalida, trained Blade Master of the Kwa, Hand of Avadon. Here if you need me. She looks back at her book. Commander Cerise told me to come see you. Cerise. Her face is blank for a moment. Oh, yes, Cerise. I talked to her. She told me she had a hand who still had a little energy left. Must be you. I can help you on your mission, whatever it is. You have If you have any questions about me, ask away. I'm used to the routine. She also leveled up, so I guess even though she wasn't in our party yet, she must have gotten the experience anyway. So you have served Avadon for a long time? 10 years. That little? Service of Avadon has aged her terribly. Fighting foes of the Pact, missions, so on. She looks down at her book, sighs, and looks back up at you. So, I've had a checkered past. I won't hide it. You'll hear the gossip, so I'll tell you now. A checkered past? I spent a year in... She stops talking. She sits perfectly still for several seconds. Then she continues as if nothing happened. I was in the dungeons of Avadon. The dungeons? Why? I don't talk about it. It upsets me. Makes me angry. Then I was talking about the dungeons. I don't like to do that. All you need to know is that I was cleared by Redbeard himself. But you still serve Avadon. I'm a loyal Hand of Avadon. I will fight effectively for you. That's all you need to know. Okay, sure. Tell me about your skills. She pats her steel armor. There is a satisfying clanging sound. Blade Masters are shock troops, pillars of steel. We stop the foe and keep them stopped. We protect the archers and tinker mages and other tricksters. I use sword or spear, and I'm good at it. Glad to meet you. Kalina nods. When you go wherever Cerise decides to send you, I'll be available. Okay. Right. I'd like to know more about your service? Sure. My service? I've been a hand for over 10 years. I took the same oath you did, to serve the Keeper and the Pact. No matter what you hear from the others, I have always been a loyal servant. They don't talk to me, but that's their choice. Why don't they talk to you? Because I was thrown into the... She is silent for a long moment. Wait, was I remembering? Sometimes I get lost when I try to remember. I was in the Avadon dungeons. Wrongly. Are you sure you are alright? No, I know she's alright. What happened in the dungeons? Damaged. I was damaged. Her face starts to sweat. It is not a gentle place. They're wrongly released. Don't like talking about it. Ask about something else. Okay, let's talk about how Avadon is now. Now? Avadon is barely useful. It is weak, weaker than it has ever been. Completely useless, were it not for this pathetic little band. She waves at the other hands. We do not even have a leader. Redbeard and Acting Keeper Protus both claim the title. One wanders the wilderness, and the other hides in the tower. Huh, interesting. So Redbeard is still, or some Redbeard or other is still around. Wandering the wilderness. Huh. But still claiming Avadon. Interesting. Why is Avadon so weak? Avadon has had the power to judge and kill people of the Pact for centuries, and the Pact hates it. I am a living example of how Avadon's power can be abused. When Avadon was attacked and burned, the Pact saw a chance to rid itself of its protectors. Alas for them, they are succeeding. Any opinions about Protus? I met him when he was still a heart. He seemed competent. His advice was sound. He was no hero, though. I'm amazed he found the courage to accept Redbeard's position when Redbeard was still alive. You think Protus is in danger? Seriously? Protus took power from Redbeard. Redbeard pretends to play along, to be a good, loyal soldier, but I'm amazed Protus hasn't suffered a slow death yet. Huh, interesting. So that, I guess that might refer to another possible ending to Avadon 2, because that's certainly not what happened in my playthrough. Anyway, I guess I'll just accept that. Who do you think should lead Avadon? I don't know. I'm not even sure Avadon should exist. The Black Fortress watched over the Pact for centuries, but I can't forget what was done to me. It is childish of me, but sometimes I wish the place would simply crumble to the ground. I mean, I guess the way it looks right now, that might be what's about to happen anyway. Okay, thanks though. Where was this Nicodemus guy now? I guess he might be in the workshop? I guess that might be what Cerise He's trying to tell me. Except hopefully now... Oh yeah, the rubble has been removed. Also, there are people here. By which I mean lab construct. Clickety click. Hey there, Nicodemus. The laboratory is no longer filthy and abandoned. Well, it still looks pretty filthy, but I guess it's no longer abandoned. An old Daramite is puttering around, directing his constructs as they clean up his new workshop. He occasionally mutters, "I should have assistants for this." Then he notices you. As he approaches, you get a good look at all of the little scars and pits on his arms and face caused by countless misbehaving experiments. Combined with the dirt from the road, he looks pretty rough. He smiles and shakes your hand. "I recognize you. You are Ayali. Cerise described you to me. I thank you for cleaning out my workshop. I am Craftmaster Nicodemus, researcher and defender of Avadon. I can help you. And you can help me too." When did you get here? "I only just arrived. A long journey. Very difficult. 3 of my best beakers were broken, and my clothes are filthy. But no matter. I'm now here to serve. Long decades of overall useful experimentation are now at your service." "Why are you here?" He starts to answer honestly. Then he thinks better of it. "Did I not say? I came to craft useful equipment for this camp. No other reason. Nothing unusual is happening. Nothing at all." Huh. I mean, Now I wonder what's really going on in the Black Fortress. If Nicodemus felt the need to leave? Well, I guess we might learn pretty soon what was in that ominous letter from Avadon. Yeah, anyway, Commander Cerise sent me to speak with you. So reassuring. War tears us apart. Carnage is everywhere, and yet the flow of young hands needing training never ends. Let's see now. You look like you need your first scarab, and you perhaps have not learned to enchant your weapons and armor. Well, I actually have. Let's take care of that. First, enchantment. I'd rather hear about scarabs, actually. Be patient. The pain of the first scarab insertion tends to fog the mind. I do that part last. Fine, tell me about enchantments. Oh, well, if he gives me free stuff, that's entirely different, of course. Nicodemus hands you a small stone. It is warm to the... There's an enchanted anvil in the next hall. What? Actually, in this very hall. Very fortunate. Most of Avadon's camps are too humble to have one. If you crush that stone atop one of your weapons or pieces of armor, it will provide it with an enchantment. This is a very handy sort of magic. Yes. Okay, what about scarabs? In one startlingly fast motion, Nicodemus removes something from his pouch and touches it to your chest. Okay. You wouldn't have thought the old man was so nimble. It is agonizingly painful. Yeah! Nicodemus pulls the item away. It tears some flesh away. Ouch. As you mop up the blood, he shows you what it was. It's a scarab, worked of stone and metal, and one of its sharp little legs had dug into your chest. He hands you the scarab. There, I think that is everything Cerise wanted. Ah, what the hell? That is a scarab, a special and powerful bit of magic used only by the warriors of Avadon. They burrow into your flesh and augment your strength. Painful, as you saw, but worth it. Yeah, but, I mean, why did you have to remove it again? Just leave it there. Ugh. Placing and removing them requires great concentration. You will only be able to change them in one of Avadon's camps. Right. Is that all? I think so. You should be honored. This was advanced training, reserved for the most trusted hands doing vital work out in reality. There is one more thing I can do for you. If you are wise, you will ask about it later. Why later? Why not now? What else can you do for me? You can give me a chance to craft new artifacts for you. Ah, yeah, that would be nice. It would help us both. It would alleviate my crushing boredom, and you would get a useful trinket of some sort. If you find any rare or odd crafting materials, bring them to me. I will utilize the latent magic in those objects for your benefit. Okie doke. Is the equipment here to your liking? Well, I don't want to be an ungracious host, so I will simply say that I will struggle through in these crude conditions. You didn't break too much when you cleared it all out for me. The most painful lack is of my assistants, who are all back in the Black Fortress. Yeah, speaking of which, why is that? Why do you need assistants? They do any experiments that would be actually dangerous, so that I am not put at risk. Well, that makes sense. Isn't that hard on them? Oh, it's terrible. The results of failed experiments can be troubling to see and hear. Breaks the concentration. However, Avadon must use its limited resources in the most efficient of ways, so I must be protected. What are you trying to make now? Minor enchantments, mainly, to help Avadon soldiers on their raids. Not a full use of my skills, of course, but it is what is needed if we are to win this war. Tell me about your service to Avadon. Oh my, that would be a long tale. I don't look it, but I have served the Black Fortress for over 50 years. He's right, he doesn't look it. 50 years, really? I've been unnaturally preserved by the substances I use in my work. However, if you were to cut me in half and count the rings, they would number over 70. He laughs heartily at this joke, to save you the trouble. Why did you leave the Black Fortress? That is a damn good question. Well, I don't want to lie to you, so I won't answer. Just be reassured that someone of my skill and importance is here. Okay. I'd like to know what has been going on. Oh, I've met so many scared hands who have had that wish. I wish I could tell you more, I just won't. Fair enough, I suppose. Well, you can't craft anything new for me right now. All I will need is the item in question and 500 coins. Well, I don't have that much money, that's true. Then no research for you. Times are tight, and we all must pay our own way. Right, but I also don't have any items, so... Can I trade? I suppose. In this remote land, I do need to do common bartering to get what I need. Right. You're selling lockpicks at expensive prices. Okay. Charm of power, extra strength, meh. Sage's Rod could be good for Nathalie, but you know what? For the time being, I mean, apart from the fact that I don't have any money at all. Melee and magical damage. Oh, I can't. Of course, I can't change equipment here. I need to do it outside. Right. Okay, well that was that. I suppose we go back to Cerise and get our assignment. And don't worry, I am going to take care of leveling up my characters eventually. I've spoken to Khalida and Nicodemus. I thank you. It has given me time to plan. I have a final piece of guidance for you. It may be urgent. You are not obligated to follow it, but I think it would be wise. She experimentally flexes the fingers on her ruined hand. We may be in battle very soon. You notice that the mysterious scroll from Avadon is no longer on her desk. Okay. What is your final bit of guidance? Well, I have an actual mission for you. A proper mission, out in the field of some delicacy. Unlike the errands you have been doing. You need to go into Chimeria. You must go to Vanatok's stead, to the north. I have received a message from Tilla, the chief there. She is offering for sale information valuable to the Pact. My advice is to go there, speak with her, and learn what you can. Extra advice? Do it quickly. I will have the gate out of the camp opened for you. Why would a Chimerian chief want to help the Pact? Good question. The commander looks down at her ruined hand. Perhaps Chief Tilla is sick and tired of war. Perhaps she doesn't want to be crippled or killed. Perhaps she simply fears for her people. I'm not sure. Go find the answer. Tell me about Vanatok's stead. One of Chimeria's many keeps. A smaller one. The Cimmerian armies have been more active to the west, and Vanatokstad has been happy to stay peaceful and safe from destruction. Chief Tilla is a cunning woman, and she is taking care to avoid our wrath. If she says she can help us, she is worth listening to. Can I get any assistance? I know that the hands that recently arrived are eager to fight, suspiciously so. I'm sure that 2 of them will be willing to aid you. I doubt that all of them will want to leave, though. All 3 of them. But what do I do? You want my advice? I'm a lowly soldier. I assumed you will go there. Speak with Tilla. Evaluate the system. Do whatever most helps the pact. More than that, I would not dare say. How do I get there? The gates out of the camp will be open for you. She marks the location on the map. The roads there should be free of foes. Chief Tilla is eager to not anger us. Right. Thanks. Child gone astray. Oh. Okay. Alright. So this one is not opened. But there is no way through there anyway. Ah, right. The exit is here. Okay, you know what? Before I leave, just in case that prompts me to pick my party members, I am going to pause the recording for a moment, take care of leveling up my characters, and also take that opportunity to read all the skills and stuff. And I guess I'm going to decide where to put some points into, first couple points, and once I resume recording, I'm going to briefly inform you about any changes between games, maybe some interesting details, if there are any. And yeah. Okie doke. So, level ups have been taken care of. Also, I accidentally took one extra step and got to choose my party members. So I did that. Well, as far as level ups go, or skills go, I suppose, for the Blade Master, there seem to be no real changes that I could make out. Everything seems to be pretty much how I remember it. I decided to go with some extra endurance for now. Eventually, I don't need to put too many points into that, because eventually I will have this Path of the Berserker skill, which increases health quite drastically just on its own. So I definitely want to go down this efficiency path, these passive upgrades eventually, and then I guess in the previous game I went toward mostly these utility skills, but this time around I want to go for Blade Sweep eventually, probably ignoring archery training entirely, at least at first. So yeah, and to begin with, I unlocked this new skill. It's a passive, so you know, just makes her a little bit sturdier. Unfortunately, it starts with magic resistance, which I guess doesn't really do much early on, but it's required to be unlocked eventually anyway. And next level, I can unlock this, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, yeah, so that's for Khalida. And for Nathalie, mage or sorcerer skills are also largely the same. As I said, I think this Air Chrysalis is kind of new, or at least changed from the previous game. But what's really new is these Hot Coals, which later also unlock Ice Slick, which is a new kind of That seems like a new type of spell entirely that causes some effect on the ground that affects not only enemies, so burning all enemies who cross this hot ground, but also apparently adding fire damage to allies. So that seems pretty interesting. And yeah. So I'm definitely going to go full on damage with her, again putting all points into intelligence. Maybe some points into endurance if she seems super squishy, but yeah, mostly intelligence. And I also went ahead and pumped the first couple points into Firebolt, because that's by far and away the skill I'm going to use most. And yeah, I want her standard attack to deal the maximum amount of damage. So there's that. Right. I already quick saved, so let's go. Oh. Okay. Chapter 1, Chimeria. The savage tribes of Chimeria are cunning foes of the Pact. Forcing them to leave the war would be a major victory. Okay. Oh. There's a little confirmation button down there. And of course, without even thinking about it, the first thing I do is stray from the main path, or from the direction I was told to go. I just can't help it. Oh. Are there gonna be spiders? Maybe? Yep. Sure enough. Sure, why don't I check this out? Okay. Oh, it did not move the enemy all the way toward me, interestingly. Let's see here. Disarming blow. Challenge. Well, let's just put them here in order of appearance, I guess. Let's try challenge. See how well that works. Poison or acid, yeah. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, that's not gonna be a huge problem. Disarm the spider. Huh. Interestingly, that still works. I mean, all it does, even though it's called disarming blow, all it does is afflicts the enemy with War Curse, which, you know, makes attacks less likely to hit and deal less damage, I suppose. Even though with the spider, obviously, that makes no sense. An iron spear. Well, well, well. You won't be able to use that. No. Wait, would I be able to? I would. Is it even better? It is. Okay, cool. Huh. Maybe I'm gonna try using a two-handed weapon and no shield. I gave my shield and some of my armor to Khalida anyway. Because technically she's the one who's supposed to tank most of the attacks. You know what? Should probably give her, like, all I can spare. Oh. Didn't I have... I thought I had some extra gloves. I guess not. Or did I give... Oh, I think I gave them to Botan. Oh well. That's fine. So we did get a new weapon here. Two-handed weapon, but better than our regular old iron sword. I mean, of course, being a two-handed weapon, it should deal more damage, but, you know. Obviously, that comes at the disadvantage of not being able to use a shield. Okay. Before long, we're all going to be fully equipped, at least in, you know, regular stuff. Oh, Chimerian scouts. Oh, and quite a few wolves, actually. Let's see here. You can walk here and use this. You can... Wait, what? Why doesn't it show me the target circle? What? What's up with that? Huh, okay, that was weird. They're actually all dazed. Well... Double strike. Not that it's really necessary, but I want to do it. Nice. 57. Not bad. Aw, come on. That's fine. Oh, we got another shield. Well. And a bronze girdle. Get that. I guess we don't need that anymore. Oh, you keep that in reserve, I suppose. There. If I ever decide that going with 200 weapon was not such a good idea after all. I have some backup now. Oh, and we got a stone circle. Wait, what? I thought I saw some kind of effect here. Huh. There doesn't seem to be anything I can interact with. Maybe... Yeah, stone circle. Maybe that's gonna play some role later on. In some sort of quest. Oh, speaking of which... Wasn't there an NPC that wanted to give me a quest as soon as I was allowed to exit the camp? And travel freely? I seem to remember something like that. Well, let's explore... Oh, hello there. Let's explore this southern area here first, I was gonna say, and then on my way up north I'm gonna quickly return back into the camp. Well, I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with the ease we're dealing with enemies right now. We'll see how long that's gonna last. Okay, here we could leave the map for the first time. But of course I'm not gonna do that before I'm completely done with this one. Some sort of ruin here? Ruins? Huh. Interesting, these see-through brushes, I guess. There does seem to be something down here, but that looks like something that's probably going to open up with a quest. That's what typically would happen in the previous games. Okay, we could enter this one. Let's take a look outside first. Oh, there are some more wolves. Not a big deal. Are those coming? Yep. Sure enough. Why don't you prepare doing that. You just wait. You just wait and see. You hear rustling in the undergrowth around you. While you were distracted by this fight, other wolves stealthily encircled you. Okay, did they though? There's one. I guess Khalida just waits there for the moment. Oh, we missed the wolf. Did not foresee that one. Oh, there's another one. Weird. I see that one, but it does not seem to want to come. Oh, now it does. You wait there. You wait there. You finish off the wolf. Oh. Is that it? Got some pelts. That wasn't so bad. So something was supposed to be controlling these wolves, right? Some sort of magic? Using them to... Or someone, rather, using magic to make the wolves spy on us or something? If I remember correctly. In the distance you see a small wolf in the underbrush. You're no expert, but you can instantly see that it is acting strangely. It slinks from tree to tree, watching the path. You duck out of sight before it spots you. It is acting more like a spy or a scout than a wild animal. As long as you don't get too close, it might be interesting to see what it does. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. I remember I was supposed to follow it. Sneaky wolf. Am I too close, or...? Weird. Am I supposed to just wait, or...? Should I approach it? I don't know. Oops, I should not click outside of the window. Oh. Or walk too close to these other wolves. Even more wolves? Yep. And they're all onto me. Oops, I shouldn't have skipped my turn just like that. Alright. I was just about to say, before this surprise attack happened, that I should probably end the episode. Because I don't know how much longer this quest is gonna be. Maybe I'm actually going to return to the camp in the meantime, in between episodes, and pick up that quest that I can probably get. So yeah, I'm just gonna end it here for now. As always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye bye.